What's good, guys? We're going to be breaking down UFC 301, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event of the evening, Pantoja versus Erceg, UFC 301 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Let's get it, boys. We're already here. It's time. Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo in the co-main event. This card is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's going to show up, man. I'm happy. We just had UFC 300, so now we got to start it off with a 14-fight card. This card is crazy, bro. I thought I had to sneeze, but that's fine. Let's break it down with the first prelim. Alessandro Costa versus Kevin Borjas. Kevin Borjas is he is making. So this is gonna be his second fight. He lost to Joshua Van in his UFC debut, and it's gonna be his second fight in his UFC other than Contender Series. And we're going to see him against Alessandro Costa, who had a fight with Steve Erceg, and he was able to take Erceg down for a little bit, but he lost by decision. And he lost to Amir Albazi. So this is in the flyweight division. Breakdown Alessandro Costa. He has a record of 13-4-0. He is 3-2 in his last 5. He's a minus 140. Brazil, 28 years old, flyweight, 5'4", 67-inch reach. His opponent, Kevin Borjas. He actually put up a pretty decent fight against Joshua Van. Plus 115. Peru, 26 years old, flyweight, 5'5", 68-inch reach. I just gotta blow my nose, bro. Excuse me, bro. My dogs are barking too. Hang on. Alright. When you look at this fight and you look at how they match up, I got Alessandro Costa just because I believe he's going to be a little bit more acclimated to his he's fighting in his hometown. I know a lot of Brazilians are going to favor obviously Brazilians, but watching the tape, I might do a pick flip on this fight, but for right now I got Alessandro Costa by I think somebody gets finished in this fight, but I'm going to go 29-28 decision. So it's going to be pretty. I got to still watch a little bit more on Kevin Borjas, but I got Alessandro Costa by a decision. I think he's going to be able to grapple if he feels threatened by the striking. Next fight, opening up the card, Bonfim. We got one of the Bonfim brothers, Ismail Bonfim versus Vince Pichel. Bonfim is a minus 450. He is 4-1 in his last 5. He lost to Benoit Saint Denis by submission. And he's 28 years old, fights at lightweight, 5'8", 71-inch reach. His opponent, Vince Pichel, is plus 350. He is 3-2 in his last 5, 3 wins, 2 losses. Record of 40. He's 41 years old, which is pretty bad for lightweight division. You know, 5'10", 72-inch reach. Give me Ismail Bonfim by KO or submission inside the distance. I know Ismail Bonfim has lost to Benoit Saint Denis, but this is his comeback, and he's a minus 450 for a reason. If you want a little bit more juice, look for like a KO and submission, like a double chance. Look for a double chance prop. Or you can go for the over 1.5. I think he's going to, I don't know. Bonfim is pretty crazy, though. Next fight, we got Don Barbosa versus Ernesta Carrot Cake. We'll call her Carrot Cake, like We Want Picks did. We have Barbosa with a record of 6-2-0. She won her last 3, lost her 2. She has a record of 3-2 in her last 5. Her opponent has won her last 4 and one decision. Unanimous. I don't know. I thought it was gonna say draw. All right. She has a pretty good record of 5-0. Her Barbosa has a minus 220, plus 180 on the other side. 31 years old to 25, flyweight division, which is the most stacked women's MMA division. 5'6" to 5'9", 66 to 71-inch reach. Give me, fuck. This is gonna be crazy, bro. This is gonna be crazy, but right now I got Carrot Cake, just because I like her. I like her striking, but I know she's gonna probably get taken down by the Brazilian, and she might lose a decision. But for right now, I'm going Carrot Cake. I'm going by a decision. I got Carrot Cake. I might do a pick flip on Friday, but for right now, give me Carrot Cake. And just because she's a plus 180, she's the younger fighter. She's longer. I think if she can defend the takedowns, she can definitely. But this girl has the submission threat. She's a BJJ specialist, so that's the only thing. Give me carrot cake for now. I'll go carrot cake, but the majority pick for Tapology is going to be... Oh, look at this. Carrot cake is actually by decision. Give me carrot cake by decision. A lot of people have Barbosa by decision or submission. I don't think Barbosa is going to be able to submit her. So give me carrot cake to win this against the Brazilian. I think a lot of Brazilians lose. All right. Next fight, sorry. Next fight, we have Mauricio Ruffy versus Jamie Malarkey. This is going to be kind of crazy because, I don't know. When we look at them match up, Jamie Malarkey is a little bit questionable every time you see him fight. It's like, let's just break it down. 9-1-0 for Mauricio with a record of 4-1 in his last 5. His opponent Jamie Malarkey has won 3 and lost 2 in his last 5. Minus 165, plus 140 for Jamie Malarkey. Australia, he's coming from Australia all the way to Brazil. This guy's fighting his hometown, 30 years old to 29, 170, 156. So he's moving up, I think. Or this is maybe lightweight. I'm not sure what weight this is going to take place. 6'0 to 75 inch reach to 74. Give me Mauricio. Just because Jamie Malarkey's a little bit inconsistent and he got chinned by Nasrat Hasparat. And his chin is a little bit questionable considering he's been knocked out clean pretty bad. I got Mauricio by KO. But I'm gonna be doing a little bit more study just to watch how Mauricio matches up, because when I was looking at Mateus Nicolau versus Alex Perez, Mateus Nicolau is the better fighter on paper, but I don't know. I didn't take into question how Mateus Nicolau, like his chin is completely gone. So Alex Perez was able to beat him, and we could have something like that in this fight with the Joaquim Silva versus Drakkar close. We have Joaquim Silva, who lost to Arman Tsarukyan, but he put Arman Tsarukyan on skates for a little bit. Clay Guida, he won't beat him, and then Drakkar close. He lost to Beneil Dariush 4 years ago. I can't believe that was 4 years ago. Let's look at their records. Record of 13-4-0 for Joaquim Silva. He has 2 wins and 3 losses in his last 5, coming to Nasrat Hasparat and Ricky Glenn. Plus 160 underdog for him. 35 years old, lightweight division, 5'8", 69 inch reach. His opponent Drakkar Close is a minus 190 favorite, 14-2-1. He has won his last 3. He's won 4 out of his 5. Lost 1 against Beneil, which was 4 years ago. 36 years old, 155, 5'9", 70. He said that he had this thing where with Jeremy Stephens, when Jeremy Stephens pushed him, his neck, was never the same. I got Drakkar Close. I think he's a little bit more consistent. I think he takes his time off and he chooses when he wants to fight. I loved his Joe Selecki slam. Give me Drakkar Close by decision. Give me Drakkar Close by decision. I like this fight, though. I really like this fight. I think Brazilians are in for a rude awakening for this Saturday. Just like this fight right here. Gene Silva versus William Gomes. We look at William Gomes. He's the guy, I believe, who did he beat? Yeah, Jarno Aarons. Yes. Alright, yeah, this guy is, I think he can be a prospect. I think this guy can be a prospect. And it's kind of crazy considering he's so early in his career, but let's break down the records. Gene Silva with a record of 12-2-0. He's won his last 5. And he's a minus 140 favorite, 27 years old, featherweight division, 5'7", 6'9". His opponent has won his last 5 as well, plus 115. Paris, France, 26 years old, featherweight division, 6'0", and 73 inch reach. Give me Gomes. I know Gomes is the underdog. Give me Gomes, and give me Gomes by KO. I know people are saying like by decision. I think he drops him, and maybe he can win a decision. But you know what? I got Gomes. Gomes can win this. Give me the plus 115, and by decision or late finish. I think this is gonna be a good fight. Gene Silva is a very good fighter. It's just that he's the hometown favorite, so of course he's gonna be the favorite. Give me William Gomes. Gene Silva's pretty good though. Then we got Elvis Brenner versus the Neanderthal. This guy is like you look at this guy, bro, you think he's a prospect already, like a future contender. Elvis Brenner's a beast, though. He beat Guram Kutsaladze. He is won his last 5, 16-3-0. His opponent has a record of 12-1-0. Won his last 5 as well. Plus 210 for Elvis Brenner, and minus 260 for Merebek Urubai. And Brazil versus Kazakhstan. And 26 to 26, 164, 170. This is going to take place in lightweight. I think he's cutting down to lightweight. Yeah, he's going to be in lightweight. And 5'10, 5'10, 74, 72. I think with Oliveira's performance against Armin Saryukian, they train in the same camp. You can kind of get an idea of like where they're coming from. Give me Marabek Urubai, but I really like Elvis Brenner. I really like him, bro. He's a dog, bro. When it comes to this guy, like beating Guram Kutsaladze, beating like his finishes are, he has a lot of finishes, bro. Somebody might get finished this fight. And I just think that this guy, we have to see him, bro. He's making, like, we've seen him in the LFA, and then he made his UFC debut against Euros Medic, which is actually crazy because Euros Medic just knocked out Tim Means. But I think this guy, we haven't seen a lot of him, but I think he's gonna show up. And I don't know why, but I think he's gonna finish Elvis Brenner. But Elvis Brenner's that guy who doesn't get finished, and he can, if he's there in the fight, he'll be there all five. He'll be there all 15 minutes. Give me Uruguay by decision. But this is the best dog so far on the prelims, Elvis Brenner. One of the best dogs. I got Metabik Uruguay though. And then we have next up Karolina Kajwajek. I got Metabik Uruguay by decision. It's crazy what is he as a favorite? Minus 260. That's insane. When this is anybody's fight. Karolina Karlowajacek versus Isaman Lucindo. Lucindo is a Brazilian fighter. She has a record of 15-5-0. Her opponent Carolina has a record of 16-7-0. She's won her last four and lost one. Sorry, guys. And she lost her last one to Jessica Penne by submission. Lucinda lost hers to Yasmin Jarougi by decision. Plus 275 for Carolina, minus 350 for Lucindo. Poland versus Brazil, 38 to 22, and I'm guessing that's what is moving the line. The 38 years old. What's this strawweight division? 5'3", 5'3", 64 to 66. Give me Lucindo, and give me by inside the distance. I think she can sub Carolina, but Carolina's a dog. I love how Carolina always can go to decision. So every time I see Carolina fight, I go over 2.5 just because a lot of people don't think Carolina can go all 15, and she's a dog who can go all 15. I think Lucinda's going to try to get finishes, but let me see what Typology has. They have her by decision. I have her by decision as well just because I like the over 2.5, and I don't think Carolina gets finished. And I actually think Carolina has a better chance than most people are giving her, but it's just because Lucinda's Brazilian and she is coming off of her 2 wins and she's the younger fighter. But they've both fought almost the same level of competition. We'll see how she goes, but I got Lucindo by decision over 2.5. 30-27. Maybe 29-28, maybe split. Joe Anderson, Brito versus Jack Shore. This is actually pretty good. We open up. Is this the main card already? No, this is still the prelim. This is actually crazy, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, this is pretty stacked. I kind of like it. I was asking MMA experts if this card is a little bit lackluster, but it's not. It's just that we've been getting blessed. We've been getting blessed by UFC 300, UFC 302, UFC 299. This is going to be a little bit more of a chill pay-per-view, but at least we have some great fights. Joe Anderson Brito versus Jack Shore, the tank. 16-3-1 for Joe Anderson Brito with 4-1 in his last 5. Lost to Bill Algeo, decision. And it's crazy because Bill Algeo, I don't know, he's pretty good. And then Jack Shore, he lost to Ricky Simone, which Ricky Simone got finished by Song Yadong, I believe, and Mario Batista. And he beat Markim Amurikani, who's no longer in the UFC, and he hasn't been fighting in over a year and a month. So give me, let's read the odds first. Minus 165. Did I go over the odds for Carolina? Yeah, it was like minus 350. Minus 165, plus 140. Brazil versus Wiles, and Australia, I think. And then 29 to 29, featherweight division 5'8", 5'8", 72 to 71. Give me Joe Anderson Brito. I think he could drop Shore. I don't know, bro. This is kind of very tricky, very tricky. I got the over 1.5, but I got Joe Anderson Brito. I think he wins by decision. Maybe he drops him and KOs him, but Jack Shore's a beast, bro. He's an absolute beast. I think this goes the distance. Give me Joe Anderson Brito by decision. There is going to be a lot of finishes on this card, though, so that is probably one of them. But I love the over 1.5. Opening up the main card, one of my favorite fighters on the card, the guy who has Free Spirit tatted on his neck, versus Paul Craig, Bear Jew, Caio Borralho. This guy is a fucking beast, bro. He versus Paul Craig. Paul Craig has a record of 17-7-1. His opponent, Caio Borralho, has a record of 15-1-0. He has won his last 5. Caio Borralho has beat Abus Magomedov, Michael Olajaychuk, Magomed Murderov, and Armin Petrosian, and Gadzi Amadzeyev. Paul Craig has lost he's lost his last 3 out of his last 5. He lost against Brendan Allen, then he lost against Johnny Walker, and then he lost against Volkan Oezdemir, which was so weird. And then he beat Andre Muniz. Paul Craig is -3. He's a plus 340. Sorry. Caio Borralho is minus 450. Brazil versus Scotland. 36 years old to 31. Middleweight division. 6'3", 6 to 6'1", 76 to 75. Give me Caio Borralho. A lot of people are giving him by decision. Yeah, bro, I see it. I know people were gonna go for the KO or submission props, but bro, I don't see that, bro. Give me Caio Borralho by decision. He's a little bit more of a guy who can just lay on you and stall out the decision. But I think if he's gonna get a finish, he might be able to finish Paul Craig. But give me Caio Borralho by decision, 30-27. Let's go, next fight. Michel Pereira versus Ihor Potieria. This is going to be an awesome fight. Michel Pereira has won his last 5. He has a record of 30-11-0. Ihor Potieria has 21-5-0. He beat Robert Brajek. He lost to Rodolfo Bellato, Carlos Ulberg, and then Nicolau Negumariano. I gotta be careful how I say that. And then we got minus 424, Michel Pereira, and his opponent Ihor Potieria is a plus 320 from Ukraine versus Brazil. 30 years old to 27. Middleweight division, 6'1", 6'3". Michel Pereira used to be a welterweight, but he fits very good in middleweight. 73 to 75. A lot of people are going Michel Pereira by KO. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I know Pereira's can win, but I really like Ihor. I like his striking and stuff, but I think Pereira can win by like a... Maybe he KOs him, but there's also the sub. He submitted Michael Olajaychuk in the first round. So I'll do the double chance and I'll go by KO or submission. But I want to see the over 1.5 for this fight because I think it's going to be like a minus 120. Or I don't know, like maybe it might even be plus money for the over 1.5 and the under might be minus. Give me Michel Pereira inside the distance by KO or submission. Ihor Potieria is a guy who can lose by decision though. He has gotten KO'd. He's gotten KO'd. So that's why a lot of people are thinking he's going to get KO'd. But I like how Michel Pereira goes for submissions as well. So give me Michel Pereira by submission or KO inside the distance. Next fight, we got Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. Vitor Petrino has won his last 5. He has a record of 11-0. Anthony Smith has a record of 37-19-0. He lost to Carleo Roundtree, beat Ryan Spann, and then lost to Johnny Walker, and lost to Magomed Ankalaev, and then beat Ryan Spann by submission. So his 2 wins out of his 5 are to Ryan Spann. And then he's a plus 360 underdog. His opponent is a minus 485. Nebraska versus Brazil. 35 years old, 26, 205. Light heavyweight, 6'2 to 6'4, 76 to 77. A lot of people got Vitor Petrino by KO, but you can also get him by submission. Vitor Petrino is a guy who can submit you as well, but he loves his hands. He falls in love with his hands. He's a BJJ specialist. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. But I think I'm gonna go with Tapology on this one. I don't know. I don't like to let Tapology influence me or the odds influence me, so I don't like to scroll down before I do the breakdown. Vitor Petrino is better all around, But if there's a guy who can win a split decision, it's Anthony Smith. And it's gonna be very good to see. I like these. I like Sheen Shelby for matchmaking this because Vitor Petrino is slowly climbing up the light heavyweight rankings, and Anthony Smith is a great stepping stone for him. I got Vitor Petrino by KO inside the distance. Give me round two KO. That's gonna be a lot of plus money. Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo, the King of Rio de Janeiro. This is the co-main event of the evening. Jonathan Martinez, the Dragon, has won his last 5. He has a record of 19-4-0. He's a minus 135. Pay attention to those odds because they can either decrease or increase within as the week goes on. Jose Aldo Jr. is a beast. Former featherweight champion, defended WEC almost 10. Sorry, he defended it a lot, and arguably one of the featherweight goats. Obviously, Volkanovski's up there as well, and it's crazy that Jose Aldo Jr. was able to even lose to Merab Dvalishvili, and Merab is probably next for the belt, and Merab wasn't able to take down Jose Aldo at all. So I don't see Jonathan Martinez being able to take down Jose. I see this being a striking fight. Plus 110 for Jose Aldo, and 30 years old to 37. Bantamweight division, 5'8" to 5'7", 69-70. The only thing is the 37 years old. That's the only thing. A lot of people are questioning whether Aldo actually is 37. People are saying that he's 40. And if you look at Topology, wow, 50-50, bro. It is 50-50. Nobody knows, like, I don't know, bro. Jonathan Martinez is a beast. He's beaten Adrian Yanez. This is my favorite fight on the card. My absolute favorite fight on the card. Said Nurmagomedov, Cub Swanson, Vince Morales, and Alejandro Perez. Bro, right now, you gotta call me an idiot to fade fucking Jose Aldo, bro. Because I know Jonathan Martinez has those heavy leg kicks, bro. But who's the best leg checker in the UFC? Who's one of the best? He doesn't kick no more. But he checks every single leg kick. Square stance. Check. 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 He's so solid. I was watching his fight against Rob Font. He 50-45'd him. And he lost to Peter Yan. But between that, he beat Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz, and Rob Font. A lot of people are going Jonathan Martinez. And they're taking him at a minus 135. But, bro, this could be a stepping stone. Jonathan Martinez could be there, and maybe Jose Aldo's just there for a check. But Jose Aldo has been boxing in between. He boxed Jeremy Stephens. He had 3 boxing matches in between, and he hasn't been inactive. He hasn't just been sitting on the couch. I'm making an argument for Aldo because I want to lean Aldo, and I think he can win this by decision. And I think he's coming back for that belt, bro. I think he's gonna make a statement in the bantamweight division, and I think he can absolutely finish Jonathan Martinez. But I'm going Jose Aldo by decision. But pay attention to Jonathan Martinez money line, because if you want to take it, you could take it right now. Take Jonathan Martinez as a minus 135 because he's gonna grow as a favorite. I think Jose Aldo after the first round will get a good glimpse. We'll get a good glimpse of who we think can win. But I really have a lot of faith in Jose Aldo. A lot of people are underestimating Jose Aldo once again. And if there's a guy who can come back after losing to Merab Dvalishvili and win, it's a guy like Jose Aldo. So right now, give me Jose Aldo by decision, 29-28, and he drops Jonathan Martinez. But tune in for the Friday recap because we're going to look at how they look against the scales and the ceremonial weigh-in, and that's going to be my final last-minute prediction. So right now, I got Jose Aldo, bro. I can't fucking wait, bro. Main event of the evening, Alexander Pantoja versus Steve Erceg. We have Steve Astro Boy Erceg versus the Cannibal Alexander Pantoja. Alexander Pantoja he's won his last 5 out of his last 5. And Steve Erceg has won his last 5 out of his last 5. Steve Erceg, Astro Boy, has a record of 12-1-0. His opponent, Alexander Pantoja, has a record of 27-5-0. Alexander Pantoja has made his first title defense against Brandon Royval. Wait. Is this his first title? Yeah. This is his first title defense. Wait, did he beat him by split? Hang on. Just to make sure. I just want to make sure. This is Alexander Pantoja's first title defense. I mean, let me see. Yeah, this is his first title defense. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, so he beat Brandon Moreno by split decision, and then he beat him by unanimous decision. So yeah. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be his second title defense. He defended once against Brandon Moreno. Steve Erceg is a beast. Plus 200, minus 250 for Alexander Pantoja. He's the champion versus the challenger. Australia versus Brazil. 34 years old to 28. Flyweight division 5'5" to 5'8", 68 to 68-inch reach. Guys, this is going to be a 5-round war. I think this goes the distance. I think this goes over 4.5 rounds. And I think this is going to be like a replication of the Brandon Royval versus Oh, that's why. It wasn't Brandon Moreno. I'm getting the Brandons mixed up. He defended against Brandon Royval. He beat Brandon Moreno by decision though. That's why I was getting confused. The Brandons. All right. He beat Brandon Royval. That's why I think it's going to be a little bit of replication because I think Pantoja gets tired rounds 4 and 5, and he was able to lay on Royval rounds 4 and 5, even though Royval was the fresher fighter. Royval just beat Brandon Moreno, and Royval was very fresh. He was able to be more fresh than Pantoja in the later rounds, but he still was able to be held down. So Pantoja, if he gets tired, he can still hold you down. But I think a guy who can get right back up, keep it in the striking, keep it in the middle, scramble, even shoot a takedown for his own, grapple. Erceg is a grappler. He's look, mounted guillotine choke, submission, decision, and then KO. He's from the grappling foundation. I think give me Steve Erceg. Give me the plus 200 and give me Steve Erceg by decision or submission, but I think he's going to win by decision, and I think it may even be split. I think this is going to be very hard for Steve Erceg in the first 2 to 3 rounds, but I think as he enters his flow state, I think Steve Erceg can get the job done, and I think he could beat Pantoja in Brazil, and we make all the Brazilian fans mad. Give me Steve Erceg by decision for the plus 200 money line. Let's go. Guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, guys, drop a like, comment your most anticipated fight, comment your most anticipated dog, and comment your favorite fight. My favorite fight is the co-main in the main event, obviously, but the co-main, let me know who you guys got for the Jose Aldo versus Jonathan Martinez. That fight's going to be an absolute banger, guys. I'll see you guys at the top. The best is blessed, baby. Stay tuned for Friday recap. I might even do a Jose Aldo breakdown. Let's go. See you guys soon. Peace. Enjoy the fights.